Now, there's been speculation about Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso potentially joining the All Progressives Congress, APC, from the New Nigeria People's Party. The APC has stated that its doors are open for defections and defectors, should he decide to do so. Now, this follows speculation that the APC's former national chairman, which of course is now what we see, Abdullahi Ganduje's resignation, might be or not be unconnected to Kwankwaso's potential defection. However, Ganduje cited health concerns for reasons for his resignations. Now, should this become official, what does this portend for the NNPP and the APC ahead of 2027? Well, joining me right now to discuss this is Femi Lawson, is an APC chieftain. He joins me live in the studio. I also have Oginni Olaposi, is the National Secretary of the NNPP. He also joins me live in the studio. We have virtually Samuel Yohanna, is a former Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, joins virtually from Kaduna State. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, let me start with you, Mr. Oginni. I know that we've had conversations as regards, issues within your party, the NNPP. You are the spokesperson for the party. And this speculation that is rife now as regards your presidential candidate in last election, in person of Alhaji Kwankwaso, should he, even though we know that you claim that he's expelled from the party, should he choose to join the APC? Are you worried?
Why should we be worried?
Is he still expelled? Let's start.
Yes, he's been expelled. And you know the history of Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso is that of a nomadic politician. So seeing that he's trying to look for ways of getting into APC shouldn't worry anybody. And I don't think, we have a president that is very smart. And the president knows the antecedent of most of these politicians. So he has lost in Federal Capital Territory, High Court, where he tried to challenge the authenticity and the veracity of the convention of New Nigerian People's Party, led by Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebuda, who founded the party over 23 years ago. So how could anybody be worried by a politician that shows that disloyalty is what we call politics, that want to hijack the party from the original owner, that is trying as much as possible seamlessly, trying to drag the owner of the party, the founder of the party, the person who gave you the platform when you were politically naked. How could one be worried that such person is looking for how to get into APC? As far as we are concerned, it is good readers to bad rubbish. Kwankwaso trying to leave NNPP to APC, we know that it's not going to have any much value, because as far as we are concerned, even in Kano as of today, those people that help NNPP to win election in Kano, for instance, the former secretary to the state government, Bichi, these are very strong politicians. But are you not worried that the chief of staff, have you seen that within a year or two, for any governor that is in the right sense to sack both the SIG and the chief of staff, who are the engine room of their governance, because these people, they were speaking truth to power. These people, they were telling the governor that you need to assert yourself. You don't need to listen to Kwankwaso, whose interest is just of personal interest and parochial interest. And as far as we are concerned, I want to tell all Nigeria that New Nigeria People's Party, we are not worried about such a baggage of a politician that is a nomadic, jumping from PDP to APC, from APC to NNPP, from NNPP, try to get into APC again, and everybody is worried about that. Any good politician, his integrity is in doubt. He has dented his image. When he came, we thought that when you see Kwankwaso as a person, he looked behind. He's so deceptive. You would think that you are seeing somebody that you can trust. But the trust that we place on him in New Nigerian People's Party, he has shown to whole Nigeria that he could never be trusted.
But sorry,
that is it.
I'm still going to comment. I'm going to go to Mr. Femi soon, but I'm still going to stay on this because, I mean, for many Nigerians, they will tell you that Kwankwaso sort of brought life to the NNPP in 2020.
We are saying that rather than that, it was NNPP that brought life into Kwankwaso because throughout his political sojourn, he has never been candidate of any party at the national level.
Are you saying he didn't
he has never been a presidential candidate. He tried in PDP, he failed. He tried in APC, he failed. It was only NNPP that gave him that opportunity, and he messed it up. He used that opportunity only to negotiate. He knew that only what he needed was Kano. He came when he was campaigning. I was the chairman of NNPP in Ogun State. Let him come and tell the whole nation. He came to Ogun State, spent 3 days without anything. I said that even my home candidate, who happens to be a gubernatorial candidate, told me that this man, if truly is campaigning to become the president of this country, he shouldn't have been doing all this. And he came here for 3 days. I hosted him, and I knew that his antecedent should speak volume, that he should know what it takes for somebody who is running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All of us, it shall change everybody, and it did not show even the kind of charisma that we think that the presidential candidate should have. So it's only when you are closer to this kind of people that you know who they are. They can pretend to run Nigeria, but to people like us that have come closer to them, we know them one-on-one, we will tell them that Kwankwaso is not somebody to be worried about. He's not somebody to be worried about. Leaving NNPP is a blessing, not a cause for us. Because for him to have remained has been causing problem. Yeah. All the issues that we have in the party, it was not with due respect to the governor. Mr. Governor will have been a gentleman because he wants to at least be loyal to him. That is why the governor cannot assert himself to bring the party together, and then the NNPP will be moving forward. He's just a politician that believes only in his own selfish interest, and we need to expose him to all Nigeria. So the APC people, they need to be careful. They need to be careful of people that will come, the serpentines who call themselves politicians, that will come smoothly and they are just here as a personal stake to come and destroy whatever.
So that's your advice to the APC and Mr.
That's my advice to Mr. President. I'm a Yoruba man. If somebody from Anambra, an Igbo man, during the 2023 election, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu could be a pan-Nigeria to have given his platform to a northerner like Kwankwaso, and what Kwankwaso can do is to betray this man and drag this man to court, if not for God. The FCT Capital Territory judgment that we have, that he was choosing to challenge Dr. Boniface led board of trustees, will have been something else. The God intervened and we won, and they threw his case out. And up to today, we know that the convention that we did was confirmed, and then by the special grace of God, the NNPP that we are talking about is in firm hand of Dr. Boniface Okechukwu. Right, so he's not having a party. That's why he's running a task to look for APC to cover him up.
Mr. Olaposi, I know you have a lot to say, but let me move to Mr. Femi Lawson. I mean, you're an APC chieftain, right? You've been a member of the All Progressives Congress for as long as one can remember. But how do you, will I say, the news, supposed news of, a potential defection of Mr. Kwankwaso, Alhaji Kwankwaso into the APC, as a member of the party, how does this meet you?
Well, every political party, or every individual that is politically conscious will be excited to have not just a new political heavyweight, but a new, supporter or politician joining its fold. It is natural because it is democracy and it's a game of number. And the person with the highest number will always win elections. It is not just by popularity or by rhetoric. Kwankwaso willing, or being speculated rather, to join the APC is an added advantage to APC, meaning if you have the combination of Malam Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Dr. Ganduje, the middle past national chairman, leading the political structure for the party in Kano, you know what it means for any candidate, particularly a presidential candidate, to win an election in Kano, how significant it is for anybody who wants to win the election for presidency in Nigeria. So it's for the APC, it is welcome. not only for Dr. Ganduje, for Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, but for any progressively minded politician who think, of course, he wants to escape the sinking ship of his or our political parties and join the party, which seems to be the only party.
Will you be more specific?
Which seems, APC seems to be the only party that is alive now. Very unfortunate that at the time that
so every other party might be sinking aside
serious opposition like APC provided in the days of PDP. The political parties that we have today are so disorganized to the extent that the opposition is not even for the APC or from the APC. If you go to Labour Party, it's Labour Party versus Labour Party, NNPP versus NNPP, PDP that is supposed to be the symbol of opposition, for a party that was in power for 16 good years at the center in Nigeria is in such a disarray that today we don't know who the national secretary is or who the national chairman is. It's very unfortunate for these political parties. And if you look at the APC, despite the agitations, despite the influx of politicians from different ideologies, different backgrounds, the party has remained under a united leadership, not only at the federal, but even across the states of the federation.
Just quickly, before we go on break, don't you also think this is largely as a result of the power of incumbency?
It is not. It is not. I don't think it's about power of incumbency. We were here, when President Buhari was there. If you look at the momentum now, the way and manner that politicians are migrating from their political parties to the APC now was not the case under General Buhari when he was president here. And it is not the first time politicians are migrating to the parties. Under Obasanjo, we had a very formidable opposition in the Alliance for Democracy, in the ACN. Even in parts of the North, we have the ANPP, as formidable oppositions, despite how powerful the Obasanjo presidency looks like. So it was not because of the power of incumbency of the incumbent president, even though he may be a more politically experienced person than some of those who have been presidents in the past. But the truth is that it is more about the fact that these other political parties, the center can no longer hold within them, and we find politicians from these parties migrating.
All right, Mr. Femi Lawson, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll definitely dig deeper into this. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television, and of course we are looking at the issues as regards the APC and speculations relating to maybe, just maybe, Alhaji Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso might defect to the party and what this might portend ahead of 2027. I still have my guest with me, Oginni Olaposi, as National Secretary of the NNPP, is with me in the studio. Also, Femi Lawson is an APC chieftain. He joins me live in the studio. Also, I have virtually Sam Yohanna, the former Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, joining virtually from Kaduna State. And joining this conversation right now is Taofiq Raimi, as a member of the All Progressives Congress. He also joins virtually from Abuja. Thank you for staying with me, gentlemen. Let me come to you, Sam Yohanna. Let's backtrack a bit and look at the tenure of Alhaji Ganduje, that's Dr. Ganduje, sorry, of the All Progressives Congress, while he was national chairman. Would you say that he, to a very large extent, in that role, met the expectations of the party? And what do you make as regards the controversy of his exit?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Dapo. During the tenure of our immediate past chairman, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, the party recorded some successes during some gubernatorial election, off-season elections in Ondo, Edo, and one or two states. But along the line, there were issues as well that needed to be handled to put the party on a sound footing. And there were agitations severally that position belongs to the North Central. The former chairman is from North Central, that's Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje. Having resigned as well, the party needed someone from that zone to have taken over to complete the remaining tenure of Abdullahi Ganduje. But along the line, something came up and Alhaji Ganduje was given the chairmanship. Well, so far so good. we have made progress, but along the line, like I said, there were issues, and one thing led to another, and he was advised to resign last week. During the APC gubernatorial primaries in Anambra, some things that were not in accordance with the internal democracy of the party, that they should please try and see how the internal democracy should be enforced moving forward. I don't know whether last week you saw videos trending where at a particular venue during the primaries of APC for local council, area council elections in the FCT, where some aspirants were protesting that they were ordered to leave the primary venue. And also stay there.
Mr. Samuel Yohanna, if you can hear me, please, we're having a bit of difficulty trying to connect with you. We really cannot hear you so well. We seem to be having audio issues. So I might just leave you for a moment so that we can, correct that and direct the question to joining the conversation right now, Dr. Taofiq Raimi, a member of the All Progressives Congress also. Dr. Raimi, thank you for your time. Let me just put it to you too, in terms of, the resignation as chairman of Alhaji Dr. Ganduje. How much of an impact do you think this would have, if at all, on the party and its presence in the north?
Okay, thank you, Dapo, for having me, and good evening to our viewers across the globe. Our party, the All Progressive Party Congress, is making progress. As a living system, we are fully aware that we have to engage in what I would describe as adaptation. We also have to, from time to time, be sensitive to our environment, the dynamics in our political environment. We also have to abide by our own regulation. And then as we continue to witness growth, that is membership growth, through defection, through loyalists also coming into our party, we know that we continue to achieve this sustainability and resilience through good leadership, which we must have at all times. And so the regime of Senator His Excellency Abdullahi Ganduje, as the chairman, national chairman of our party, witnessed growth. He has done his bit. The way I will summarize his tenure is that he has come, he has seen, and he has contributed his own quotas towards the growth we have experienced in our party during his tenure. But we need to move forward. We need to move on. I welcome, just like our president has emphasized, we welcome new members. We welcome Alhaji Kwankwaso when he eventually made up his mind to join us. We believe that APC offers the best platform for our country to deliver and consolidate on the gains of our current president, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We need, our president is providing the right leadership for our party, and that is why you see a number of people coming to join us. Not only the right leadership is providing, people have seen that he's laying good foundation for the future growth and development for our country. And it needs another 4 years after this current tenure to be able to consolidate on the gains. Unlike other parties, e.g., His Excellency, former governor of Anambra State, who is claiming we need 2 years to solve Nigeria problem, to make it, to stabilize Nigeria. That's a wishful thinking. We believe that for you to have any meaningful economic and solve Nigeria problem, you need more than 2 years. So, and our president needs more than 4 years of his first tenure. So summarily, For me, we are making progress. We are aware of things that can affect the vision that our president has. He has a vision to fix Nigeria. As he's trying to fix Nigeria, he's also fixing our party. So one of it is that there will be smooth change of party. Now we have a deputy national chairman occupying the seat of our acting national chairman now.
Thank you, sir. All right, let me bring the conversation back to the studio. I mean, talking about leadership, sometime in April, and I'm referring to you now. I'm talking about the NNPP right now, Mr. Olaposi. Sometime in April, there were reports, of key figures, political figures within your party, Senator Rufai, Sani Hanga, and a few others defecting to the All Progressives Congress. And right now, there are also strong speculations that maybe, just maybe, even though you claimed he's still expelled, might officially leave your party. And there are also concerns that this might have ripple effect, particularly in Kano State, where you have a governor who is a member of your party. Some are saying once this becomes official, we might most likely see the governor also jump ship. We know that this last election, the NNPP was able to garner some seat, even though you claimed that the influence of Alhaji Kwankwaso was pretty much minimal, but many political observers might think otherwise. So I'm going to put this question to you. With all of this defection, should it be, now the poster boy being Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso leaving the party, are you worried about the future? Do you think that the NNPP still stands a chance as a political party? Because I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
At some point, it was even said that Ganduje described your party as a dead party.
Okay. Thank you very much. If Ganduje made that statement, his statement is referring to Kwankwaso group of Kwankwaso. And for him trying to jump ship now and trying to go to APC, so that what Ganduje, Dr. Mark Ganduje will do is what he said about Kwankwaso group is very correct. As a political leader, those of us, when Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje was the chairman, we have forum where leaders of the party, we meet together. I met him severally on that, and we believe that he's a very good man and a good leader. I've met him, I've discussed with him, I've met Kwankwaso, I can weigh the two of them. And I want to say this to Mr. President that I know. He's not somebody that is a betrayer. The trust and the way that Ganduje was with him, even when it was still skimsy, it was not clear whether he'd be president or not, Ganduje was with him. Ganduje was one of the loyalists of Mr. President. And he will never sacrifice Ganduje for Kwankwaso. Because everybody knew that.
You think all of that speculation is nothing to
Let me tell you, I'm a politician and I've met, I'm speaking here. I'm a politician that I've met the two of them one-on-one. I've discussed with them one-on-one. I can say within the three, it's only the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that I've never sat with one-on-one. I have sat with Baba Obasanjo so many times one-on-one with a lot of prominent people in this country by the virtue of the grace of God of the position that I had. So when I met my colleague here, I told him, when I was in Ondo, I was with Ayodatiwa, or sometimes with, I'm saying this because when you know people at a very close range, you can predict them. And as a Yoruba man, we will never betray what Ganduje has done. We are not ingrate.
What did he do?
He gave loyalty to Mr. President when nobody believed that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu can become anything. Even when most of his close allies, his boys, when they did not believe in him, Ganduje believed in him. Ganduje was one of the northerners that stood by him. And I know that whatever anybody may be saying, they are just seeing the motion. They did not see the real action. To me personally, I believe that Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje and Mr. President, they can never have any issue that they won't settle within themselves. He can never sacrifice Ganduje for Kwankwaso, never. Because the antecedent of Kwankwaso saw somebody that is disloyal. I'm telling you, it's not because our founder, Dr. Anebona, is the founder of our party, but meeting him is one of the people that believe in one Nigeria. How can you say it? This Kwankwaso with Buba Galadima, they went begging, kneeling down to get the platform of NNPP. And what Kwankwaso can do in return is to show absolute disloyalty and disrespect.
You said they went begging and
begging on their knees, because then they were politically naked. Pre-2023, Kwankwaso was politically naked. It was Dr. Boniface Okechukwu-Adebola that recruited him.
So the NNPP came to his rescue.
To his rescue. And now, we are saying it for 23 years. This party remained there. They did not deregister our party. Kwankwaso has floated the party that was deregistered. Most other Nigerians that floated people. So if you have a party that has been surviving for 23 years, that means we have been winning election. With or without Kwankwaso. When I was the chairman in Ogun State, before the advent of Kwankwaso, in local government election that was difficult to win.
Are you worried that the party might lose Kano State?
No, we are not worried. Because even as far as Kano is now, the government is under suspension. Kwankwaso has been expelled. So what are we talking about? This is the only party, beyond even what PDP can do, that has the courage to deal excessively with the excesses of any member. Nobody is greater than the party administration. We are the only one. This is new Nigeria of our dream. Nigeria is the way it is because most of us in this country, we find it very difficult to speak truth to the power. You don't need, if anybody is coming to be a candidate of a party, you don't need to worship him. The party supremacy is supposed to be there. So you don't mind if your elected officials leave the party? No. What is, I said, it is good leaders to bad rubbish. What he has brought to NNPP is more of a curse than blessing. This, my gentleman, my colleague here, said it all, that most of the problem of the political parties today, don't mind them. If they are saying it was Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that was causing trouble within each party, this and that. No. Kwankwaso was the architect of the problem in NNPP. Likewise in other political parties. They want to put the responsibility of the blame on somebody else. So for you, it's a relief. Was it Kwankwaso that said he should come to Ogun State with pre-election for his election and he couldn't do the needful there? Then was it Kwankwaso that said that after the election, all the money that they gather during the forms and other things, I was the one that all right. Excuse, let me land now. Okay. I was the one that was appointed by the party to write petition to EFCC against Kwankwaso, and he's still under that probe as we are talking. He ran to Kano High Court, which is under the judicial, to try to stop EFCC from investigating him. If he has no skeleton in his cupboard, why is he not saying that, okay, I'm a clean leader, I'm submitting myself to EFCC, so that they can know that the money of the party that we are claiming about 2.something billion was saved. So I'm saying it loud and clear that Kwankwaso is a kind of liability, that asset.
All right, we'll definitely continue from this. Let's quickly go on another break. Once we return, the show continues. Stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television, and of course I still have my guest with me. I have in the studio APC Chieftain, that's Mr. Femi Lawson, and also Mr. Oginni Olaposi is the National Secretary of the NNPP. I also have joining virtually Taofiq Raimi, is a member of the All Progressives Congress, and also Sam Yohanna, the former Organizing Secretary of the APC. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. Let me come to you, Mr. Femi Lawson. Now, let's talk a bit about, Kano politics, where, of course, we know that there's been a long-standing rivalry between Ganduje and Kwankwaso. I mean, one would even say one of the fiercest in modern, Nigerian political history. Given the APC's recent loss of Kano State and also the timing of Ganduje's resignation, is the party leaning towards some sort of reconciliation with Kwankwaso, and what does this portend? Is it even, as speculated, justifiable at the cost of sidelining someone like Alhaji Ganduje?
Well, for me, if you look at the history of the political involvement of Dr. Ganduje and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso in Kano, they didn't start as political enemies. They were not foes. Between 1999 and 2003, Dr. Ganduje was the Deputy Governor of Kano State under Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. the PDP lost that election to Malam Shekaru in 2003, who was two-term governor till 2011. When Malam Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso was re-elected again, alongside that same deputy, Dr. Ganduje. So they've always aligned politically since 1999 until towards the end of the second time of the administration of Dr. Ganduje. Remember, they were both part of the formation of the APC prior to 2015. So it was post 2015 that these differences began, when Dr. Ganduje was the governor of Kano State for a second time, and politics of successor came in. Dr. Kwankwaso wanted to bring his son-in-law, who is now the governor of Kano State, and some other interests and political clashes that has to do purely with their political interests. That was what actually divided what used to be the political alliance between Dr. Malam Kwankwaso and Dr. Ganduje 2019. But prior to that, these were people who have worked together. So if perhaps these political gladiators are coming together again, it only means that these major forces are coming to align, and it makes the APC stronger in Kano than when, going back to the days of the Kwankwaso Ganduje governor and deputy Ganduje governor first term until even the earlier part of his second term as governor. Remember the bet of APC, the role they both played in ensuring that that party won election in 2015 in Kano, after defeating Dr. Jonathan, who was incumbent president. So they worked together. So coming together this time around, if perhaps the speculation that Madam Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso is coming to the APC is true, it only makes Kano a more formidable base for the APC, not any form of an idea that seeks to send somebody packing or replacing someone with someone. I don't think there's any politics as it is today or any calculation that can compromise or sacrifice rather Dr. Ganduje as a formidable force as far as the APC is concerned in Kano. Just like Mr. Olaposi said, if you know the role he played in ensuring the victory of this president, not just at the general poll, but prior even to the primary, he was one of the leading governors of the APC who believed in the candidature of Asiwaju, even when every odds seems to be against him. So there's no way I think it will be rational for anybody to think, oh, it's going to be skimmed out of Kano because Malam Kwankwaso is coming. I don't think it's right.
All right, let me bring Sam Yohanna. Sam, I believe you can hear me now. Now, my question is to you. Let's look at the politics, in the north ahead of 2027. There are strong speculations that maybe, just maybe, what I call it popularity of the current administration up there might be dwindling. And there are even stronger speculations that maybe his current vice president might not be his running mate ahead of 2027. Hence, there is a desperate, or might be a desperate need for some sort of, what I call it, a joker just to hold on to the north. Do you think that all of this plays out into what we are hearing about the APC wooing, Alhaji Musa Kwankwaso?
Thank you, Mr. Dapo. Alhaji Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso is a grassroots politician. You can't just wish him away with a wave of hand. And Kwankwaso and Ganduje, they've come a long way, even before they both got themselves involved in politics. For sure, APC as a party were having challenges in the north. And if you look at the coalition, most of the arrowheads of the coalition in the country are from the north. But are we in a rightful position as a party to challenge them? Yes, we are, because most of the arrowheads in the coalition used to be with us in APC before they moved out. And it will interest you to know that the electorate in the north already know that these arrowheads of the coalition are people that left the party because of their personal interests. And I tell you, by the time we get to the polls in 2027, the electorate will teach the coalition arrowheads a big lesson. Because as it is right now, Asiwaju has made a lot of inroads into so many states where APC used to be weak. Reason because they've seen that he has a sincerity of purpose to get Nigeria out of the quagmire Nigeria found itself in now. And the APC leaders in the North are really positioning themselves, strategizing to see how it will be an easy ride when 2027 comes up. And that's why we're seeing how we can get Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Ganduje to work together. In 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wanted them, really actually made a move for them to work together. For some reasons, I think they had some differences that couldn't reconcile there. But I think moving forward now, we're on the right footing to see that we bring up all the forces in the party and see how we can challenge those people that have gone together themselves somewhere that they're forming a coalition. As I speak to you right now, in Kaduna State where I live, the leader of the coalition from the Northwest thought he was going to have an easy ride all the way in Kaduna. But to his disappointment, a lot of people he has approached have told them that if you had gotten a ministerial appointment, would you have gone to form a coalition? He couldn't give them an answer. So,
sorry, which leader are you referring to? I'm sorry to interrupt your line of thought, but can you be more specific? What are you talking about here?
Right now, they've shared themselves into regions. They all have regional leaders, the arrowheads in the coalition. And you know who is the leader of the coalition in the Northwest zone.
Some Nigerians watching might not know the leader. What exactly are you talking about?
Oh, you want me to mention his name?
Please do.
Okay, he's our former governor in Kaduna State.
That's
past governor.
Oh, that's former Governor El Rufai, I believe.
That's El Rufai.
Okay, all right. So please, I would like you to land. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Okay, so he thought it's going to be an easy ride for him to mobilize people and to see how they can form a structure of the party. But it was greatest disappointment. As I speak to you right now, he only has a handful of his former commissioners and some few disgruntled elements around that have decided to go and tag along with him and decide to see how they can form a structure of the party.
All right.
Here. We're not moved, we're not shaken, we know their antics, we know their antecedents, and by the time we get to the bridge, we will cross it. All
right, thank you so much, Sam Yohanna. I understand that we would need to go on a final break. When we return, we'll definitely pick our final thoughts on this. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on New Central Television, and we're at the final moments of today's episode. Well, let me come to you, Mr. Oginni Olaposi. Just quickly, if you can just make your response brief in 30 seconds. The talks about a coalition. Before we went on that break, Sam Yohanna was trying to talk about the whole coalition thing and if at all it stands a chance ahead of 2027. Now, the NNPP is there, and then there's a talk of another coalition. My first question is the NNPP in any way, part of the coalition? And then number two, is the NNPP also worried that this new force of what some people will refer to as political gladiator is coming on board? Given what we are seeing within your party, some members leaving, some may be about to leave, some have been expelled, and like you said, your party is running on divine mandate.
Yes, I said when my friend and a colleague here said that most of the political parties, they have problems, they are sinking. I said I agree with him on the note that most of the problems that each of these political parties, including NNPP, are having are self-inflicting problems. Like the only problem, the councillors' problem in NNPP was by Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. It wasn't anybody, if anybody said that it is the presidency or whatever, they are just talking rubbish. If you look at Labour Party, I won't talk with them, but if you look at the issue between the Arabambi of this world and then Vita Obi and Co and whatever, you know that these are self-inflicting problems. Look at PDP, you look at Wike, you look at the other governors that they cannot be on the same page. Is it anybody that is causing the trouble for them? That was why the president said he's happy to see them in that pain.
Is the NNPP tied in any way?
The NNPP coalition that we believe in, I will say it loud and clear here, is the coalition that will sustain what Mr. President is doing there. Our own coalition is an anti-coalition of these people who are gathered together for selfish.
So are you saying the NNPP is giving Mr. President an endorsement?
No, not yet. I'm talking as an individual here. As the leader of the party, there is a coalition for registered political party members, which I led, which is for the sustenance of what is going on here. But we still give our members of our party the kind of opportunity to think on their own and take decisions. But what we are saying is that so far so good, and with what Dr. Boniface and Neboden have been teaching us, is that once you have a president that is doing this kind of work that he's doing, then as a new Nigeria that we say we are clamoring for, all of us cannot be president at the same time. So what we believe is the coalition of registered political party members that will support even Mr. President. So go beyond 2027.
So there are members, just quickly so that we can go, sir. So there are members within the NNPP right now that even support and give Mr. President of the APC a thumbs up.
No, what we are saying is that right now, those members, they have their right to do it, but it's not a policy statement of NNPP. When NNPP want to talk as a party, we will make decisions. But right now, not only NNPP, in Hehe, in Habga, in PDP, we are talking. And we have a platform that everybody that believes that Mr. President, what he's doing right now, should be sustained rather than parochial and selfish interest of some individual. We can go there. And that is our own coalition. It is coalition against the coalition of these renegades that are just trying to come together because of their own selfish interest against Nigeria.
All right. Just quickly, Mr. Raimi Taofiq, in 30 seconds, your final take on this matter.
Final take on this matter is that our party, APC, we are very focused to deliver good dividend of democracy to Nigeria, and our president has the capacity to lead our party to victory in 2027, and Nigeria will be the best for it. So we also welcome new members, including His Excellency Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso when he decides to join us. So we have the capacity, the competence, the magnanimity.
And I also think, just to pick up from where you have stopped, I also think the NNPP, of course, would gladly.
Yes, we are willing, we are happily, at least wishing him good luck in APC.
If he chooses to join. But thank you so much, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having you, speak with us today. Mr. Femi Lawson, APC Chieftain, joining live in the studio. Thank you for your time, sir. Also, Mr. Oginni, Olaposi, National Secretary of the NNPP. Thank you for your time, sir. Mr. Taofiq Raimi, a member of the All Progressives Congress. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir. And also Sam Yohanna, a former Organizing Secretary of the APC. Thank you for your time. All right, this is where we drop the curtains. In case you missed out, you can catch up on our YouTube platform. That's at News Central TV. You can also choose to follow us on social media. The handle is there on your screen. You can choose to follow me personally at Dakpo Adegboye. Until I come your way tomorrow, good night.